go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that 1st and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it, branded since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit, cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet. Been on killing himself is what his mama said, but he was feeling himself. Got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said bow, I weigh 120 pounds. Now let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about, some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push.
Just about to get started, towing the slab in today's game, Taj Bradley.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Jackson Chorio, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-0. And there's a ball. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
This is Bryce Terang, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. First offering misses badly for ball one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner at first with no outs here. That one way outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That one outside. And it's 3-0. There's a swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Chorio on at first, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now it's William Contreras. That one off the mark, 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one missed. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. No outs, runners at first and second. On the ground, and that's just foul. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Next for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch, not close. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fastball is outside.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And there's the automatic. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. That one felt good. It's 4-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that could be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. And ball 1.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning, get the outs that you need, and get back into the dugout.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Not even close there. And now 3-0.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Count is full.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That one misses. 3-1 now. Nobody out. Runner at first. To the right side. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
1-1.
That one not close. 1-1. And there's a ball.
3-1.
The 3-1. And that one is in for a strike.
We got a full count.
And they'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Up now for Milwaukee. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. And the first offering is not close. The shortstop takes the ball. Collins leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here at Tropicana Field, And towing the slab in this one, Tobias Myers. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Hoskins steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Seeing they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. His second homer of this series. It's 5-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, you waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Yandy Diaz now. That one is absolutely belted. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they inch closer. It's 5-2.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Brewers. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now the batter now, Jonathan Aranda. That one ripped right center field. Get out of town. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Now here is Junior Caminero, and that's a fair ball.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, they can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Runner on at first with one gone. Cameron Meisner will hit next. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw, and he's in there. A run comes in the play.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
One down, runner at third. At the plate, Taylor Walls. That's a base hit, run scores. A
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Travis Jankowski next to hit for the Rays. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Trying to move him over here, and that goes foul.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to one inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
Gets the bunt down the right side, and he grabs it in foul ground. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Chourio pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Batting ninth, catcher Ben Rortvedt.
Ben Rortvedt getting ready to hit.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
Drops a bunt down the first base side, and they put the tag on him for the out. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now in Tampa Bay, stepping in, Joseph Ortiz. Bradley back to work. Lifted in the air, out to left. Should have this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. The walk and a run scored his first time. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and they come away without an out. Man at first, Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball misses. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
2 outs, base is empty. And another ball. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
William Contreras up next for the Brewers. Pitch is in there, and now 3-1.
3-1.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back. Gone. He circles the bases. His 4th home run of the season, and the Brewers have the lead. It's 6-5. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Way outside, ball 1. And delivers outside. Bradley, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Christian Yelich would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
3-2. The pitch is outside at ball 4.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Now it's Christian Yelich. He hit a grand slam his first time up.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And now it's even up.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Contreras off of first with 2 away. That one missed. Fastball for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 6-5. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is number 14. Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Brandon Lau. He's already homered in this game. Right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and it ties it up. It's 6-6. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now, Yandy Diaz. He's already homered here in this one. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back-to-back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they jump out front. It's 7-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Love love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Base is empty, one away, and here is Jonathan Aranda. Base knock, center field. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Aranda around third. Throw is offline and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tobias Myers will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Hudson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Man at first with one gone, and stepping in is the speedy Cameron Meisner. That one hit to right. Frelick has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Taylor Wall.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Taylor Walls. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-6. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. First offering misses badly for ball 1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Pitch misses there, and the count now 2-0.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the Major League average.
And that one fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Jankowski sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Freeland in the box now as he leaves that one up high. 1 out, bases empty. And another ball. That misses, and that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike.
3-1.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Full count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman. He reached out a walk his first time. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that one way outside. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That's way outside, and a count 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
That one finds the zone, and it's a full count.
We got a full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Collins, in his rookie season, 27 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2019. Two outs.
3-0.
Fastball for a strike at 95. To third. Fair ball. Coming home. The relay to the plate. And he's out.
Got him.
Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back here at Tropicana Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now it's going to be Travis Jankowski. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 9-6.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hit just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
Ben Workvet next to hit for the Rays. He's 0 for 1. And he grounds one to the right side. Slings to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting left fielder,
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter. Has grounded out a couple of times.
But when it's time to roll, I got my team in back forward motion with the money and my goals and dreams attached.
To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting second baseman, Brandon Lau.
2 outs, base is empty. Lau at the plate. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's now a 9-6 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. As we go to the top of the fourth. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. First pitch, not close. And there's a ball. That one missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Next to hit, Jackson Chourio. Not even close there, and it's 1-0.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball 2.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
That one misses. 3-0. And there's the strike. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Jankowski brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ortiz leads off first with one away. Next offering way off the plate. Fastball is outside. Hit in the air, left field, gets under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting catcher, William Contreras.
William Contreras, the next to hit.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
Walls throws to first, and the inning is over. Brewers strand one, so the deficit remains 9-6. Bottom four at the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And he's gone yard again. His third home run of the game. It's 10-6. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. That one ripped. That's long gone. He'll touch them all. His second home run of the game. It's 11-6.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now, Junior Caminero. This one smoked on its way out of here. He sends a rocket to left. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 12-6.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brian Hudson out of the game, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, number 39.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cameron Meisner. Bunted back towards the mound. He's safe on with a bunt single. Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. And he drops it down the third baseline. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
And now the right fielder, Travis Jankowski. Sack bunt towards third. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. Ben Wortvet next to hit for the Rays.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Puts a bunt down. Hoskins tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Bunts it, but he can't keep it fair. Looked like the safety squeeze there. Walls on third with 2 out. Puts a bunt down. On to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We played 4. The Rays in front, 13-6. We go to the top of the 5th. Here comes Christian Yelich. Bradley back to work. And that's
1 ball,
outside.
no strikes.
Next pitch is outside. And another
3-0.
ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's the automatic. High fly ball down the left field line. On the move. Nabs it. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Taj Bradley done for the day, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Shane Baz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Not
1-0.
close with that one. 1-0. Fastball is outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's the ball. Hoskins pushes it foul. Bounce to the left side. Gets it to first. 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder, Sal Frelick.
2 down, base is empty. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. 0 for 2 in this one. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
Two and 0.
That one
3-0.
missed. Outside and low, it's ball 4.
It just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So a man aboard. Now the third baseman. And the first offering is not close. And that misses as well. Three-0 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now at the plate, Isaac Collins. And that's outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That one misses. Now 2-0. Two on, 2 outs. Way inside, and that hit him. His teammates are not happy. They're barking from the third base dugout after seeing that pitch, and now both teams are being warned.
Well, they're just sticking up for their teammate right here, and didn't like the way that one looked, but with the warning to both sides, every pitcher in this game is going to have to be careful working inside the rest of the way.
2 outs, bases full. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joseph Ortiz. He's 0 for 1. The shortstop takes the ball. And there's a ball. Freeland on third. Collins on at first with 2 down. That one not close. And now 3-0. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Out to short. Base hit. 1 run in already. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. 13-8 is our score.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Off the mark there. Ball 1. And another ball. Now 3-0. On the ground, out to short. Off balance throw in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They put 2 on the board, only 1 hit, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Rays are out in front, 13-8. Back now in Tampa Bay, now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Lowe. Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift off.
Next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Jarrett Koenig getting ready to go. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Freeland makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman,
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. Fastball for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer.
Their timing on the fastball has stood out. That last hit was off a heater, and man, was he all over that pitch. We've seen it happen a few times today, and they're seeing the ball well for the most part.
And that one wrapped foul. Finds its way through, base hit. Here comes Lau. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And it's now a 6-run lead. First and second, 1 out. Cameron Meisner digs in now. Bunting for a hit. And a foul ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 15-8.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 39 done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Jarrett Koenig.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. And a sac bunt here. Zips it to first. The runners move up on the sacrifice. Travis Jankowski next to hit for the Rays. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And a bunt right side. Hoskins takes it to the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We're through 5. Tampa Bay leads this one. It's 15-8. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Bryce Terang.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And that's outside. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Popped foul out of play off to the right. The 3-1. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher William Contreras.
Next for the Brewers, William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top half of the 6th, and that's ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Yelich goes 6 feet 3 inches, 33 years old, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
And another ball. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike. Contreras at first, 1 gone. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. 2 down.
First baseman, Hoskins.
So a man aboard, and here is Hoskins. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one missed. And there's a ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Right fielder,
and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Sal Frelick. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Fastball is
3-0.
outside. Two on, 2 outs. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. And that'll load the bases. Here's the third baseman.
Third baseman, Taylor Durden.
Not even close there. And it's 1-0. 2 outs. Bases are full. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Rortvedt snags it, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th, and here is Ben Rortvedt. And a bunt towards 3rd, and that's foul. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and they tag him out.
Up next, for the Rays, left fielder,
So the Rays batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, 0 for 4 with 4 groundouts. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. The Rays up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. It's in and out of his glove, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So digging in, Brandon Lau. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Bunts it towards the mound. Fires over to Hoskins. Lau out on the play. Inning over. So they go quietly there. 7th inning coming up. The Rays in front. It's 15-8. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Here's a 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next offer in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
Count is full.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting. Shortstop.
So a man at
Joseph
first.
Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound
One ball, no
defense.
strikes.
Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And the 1-0. The shortstop
2-0.
takes the ball. And another
3-0.
ball. Slice down the right side. Collins aboard here at first with nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting. The center fielder, Jackson.
Here's the leadoff
Chorio.
man for the Brewers, Jackson Chorio. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
First and second here, no outs. Boz winds and deals. That one not
1-1.
close, and the count is 1-1. And there's a ball.
2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one
3-1.
missed.
Full
First
count.
and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now batting. Second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
2-0 the
Outside.
count.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And delivers
3-0.
outside.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Meisner squeezes it. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and now it's 15-9.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Christian Yelich in the Milwaukee on deck circle. This to third. They get the force, and that is the inning. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Rays are out in front, 15-9. Bottom of the 7th. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Brush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add on. It's 16-9.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Cameron Meisner next to hit for the Rays. Gets the bunt down the right side. Bare hand scoop. Off balance feed. There's 1.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Taylor Walls now at the plate. Bunted back towards the mound. Throws to first, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 8th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the DH, Christian Yelich. Boz back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. So up next, Rhys Hoskins. First offering misses badly for ball one. And there's a ball. The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the eighth. That one missed. That one finds the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, right fielder Sal Frelick.
Sal Frelick getting ready to hit. First pitch, not close.
Two and 0. Come on, Tampa Bay. 3 and 0.
Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So first and second with one man gone. Now the third baseman. That missed by a lot. And that's ball one. Hoskins at second. Frelick over at first with one away. Pitch misses. And now 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
3-1.
Fly ball to right. 2 down.
Up next for Milwaukee, left fielder Isaac Collins.
So digging in, Isaac Collins. Fastball is outside. Two aboard, 2 outs. And another ball.
Oh, he's looking to try to finish off 8 solid innings out there on the mound. He's just getting to 100 pitches right now, man. It's been so impressive. He's been really good in this one.
Not even close there. 3 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 3-2. And they're all loaded up.
Now batting, shortstop Joseph Ortiz.
So bases all loaded up. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That
1-0.
misses the zone. Ball one.
Two and 0.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Rortvedt makes the catch, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Tyler Alexander.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And stepping in for the Rays, Travis Jankowski.
Look at you dancing around this living room.
And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Frelick ranging back. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter. Nice stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. They get one.
Awesome job of getting to that baseball. Really good dive there. Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants, and he throws on the money.
Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. And first offering is fouled off. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his fourth home run of the series. It's 18-9.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Two outs, nobody on. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Hammered, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Mansingi, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog, I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Next to hit, Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A two-run homer His 4th home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 20-9.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tyler Alexander won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Yoel Payams. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. That's out to center field. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Now a very odd decision. They intentionally walked the leadoff guy. Man at first. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. Bases loaded, nobody out. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th.
2-1.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Brooke, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That misses the zone, and now 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Manager signaling from the dugout. It's an intentional walk, and it forces in a run. A bold strategy. So bases loaded with 1 away. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Drew Rasmussen.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
That one ripped, but foul. Next pitch
1-1.
misses way outside.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Fastball is
3-1.
outside.
Pulls that one foul. Terang at third. Contreras on second. Hoskins at first. One gone. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And that one hit to first, and it's off the bag. Ball comes in, runner stops at third, bases still loaded with 2 out.
For Milwaukee, left fielder
Isaac Collins, the next to hit. And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. Bases loaded, 2 down. And another
2-0
ball.
the count.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-0. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And he takes a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here,
Ball
that
count.
pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Rasmussen is just 1 strike away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got it, and that's the ball game.
Listen, when you're down by 5, you know you have an opportunity to get back in the ball game, but you're also going to have to keep that other team from increasing that lead to perhaps 10. They did just that. Both sides of the ball, excellent job to get the win in this one.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I'm in tune, I'm plotting my next move. I make sure I can't lose by changing my Just traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor, you bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While I'm my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you them because your papers. I'm from back in the day with was wearing papers. They call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but I shoot on you on your stoop. With body shots, take your body drop. I ain't got the